What's up guys, Dev Squid here, and today we're going to be talking about the Titanium Trials Endurance and Meta Loadouts. Titanium Trials Endurance is very similar to how Iron Trials was if you played that, where it had increased health and a longer TTK. With Titanium Trials, we have a 400 TTK, but it's weighted more on the plate side. So if you don't stay plated, you're gonna die quickly. With that, we need to keep in mind that there's gonna be different guns we have to use. What we're gonna be trying to aim for is as much damage per mag as possible. We wanna get as many downs before we have to reload, because you're gonna have to sink a lot of bullets into your enemies. And with that means we're gonna have to use high mag guns. So today we're going to be looking at those guns and talking about what is the Titanium Trials meta. How do I compete? How do you get that edge above your opponents? So let's get into the weapon loadouts. Now, I'm going to talk about mostly ARs and SMGs. We'll have a little honorable mention at the end for a certain broken sniper rifle, but the main thing we want to focus on is that these ARs and SMGs are all interchangeable. They're not really in any particular order as well, but these are the main ones if you want to have an advantage over your opponents in Titanium Trials and have the best loadout. So first, we're going to start with the tried and true automaton. The muzzle is going to have the MX silencer. We're going with the 600mm BFA barrel, 3-6X or whatever long range optic you're comfortable with. The stock Anastasia padded, perk tight grip, perk 2 fully loaded, polymer for the rear grip, 75 round mag, because again, we need those high damage mags. For the ammunition, lengthened, and for the underbarrel, carver or hand stop. I prefer carver, most people do as well, but you may find hand stop works better for you. For the first SMG, we're looking at the Marco. We're going to have the recoil booster. We're going to have the Perfetto Westo barrel, the slate reflector, or whatever close range optic you're comfortable with. For the stock, the Amaretto FR. For the perk, I like to run Frenzy because you get that free health regen after kills. It depends on what perk you're running though, on your actual class, because you may not need that. For perk 2, we're looking at Quick. For the rear grip, taped grip so that we can swap weapons real quick. For the magazine, 64 round drums. Again, we need as much ammunition as possible. For the ammunition type, subsonic, you could run lengthened. I like to stay off the mini map, and I think that may be kind of important in this mode. We'll have to see. For the underbarrel, skeletal. If you find it hard to control this gun for whatever reason and you struggle with the recoil, you may change out the underbarrel. Talking about the perks, they're mainly all going to be the same. I would either stick with Quick Fix or Serpentine. For the third perk, I would lean more towards Combat Scout. Amped is possible. Again, if you're running like a weapon perk or a grip that makes you switch your weapons, you really don't need Amped. And Combat Scout in this mode is going to be very good because you're going to have to sink a lot of bullets into someone. And if they're constantly going behind cover and running around, you need to know where they went. I would say Combat Scout is going to be the tried and true winner here. For the lethal, I would go with the Semtex. You can, throw a couple of those or a Thermite, Molotov cocktail, any of those explosives. For the tactical, you could run Stim, you could run Snapshot. I would stick with those. You could run Stun Grenade. Depends on how you like to play. And looking at our next AR, we have the KMG40. No surprise here. This gun has been part of the meta for a little bit, in my opinion. For the muzzle, the MX silencer, the shrouded barrel, 3-6X, padded stock, brace as our perk, fully loaded as our perk 2. Going for the groove grip on the rear grip, 60 round mag, lengthened, and the strife angled underbarrel. For our second SMG, we're looking at the tried and true Blixen, or Blicky, I like to call it. The recoil booster on the muzzle, RMK barrel, slate reflector, remove stock as the stock, fleet, quick, and for the first perk, you could also run steady, depends on what you like. Groove grip for that ADS firing movement speed, 54 round mag, hollow point or lengthened, and the compact for that strafe speed. For the next AR is actually the UMG-8. This isn't something that people have used a lot. It did kind of come into the fold with the burst barrel at the beginning of when it was dropped, but they kind of nerfed it. In Titanium Trials, it is good actually. So we're going to use the MX silencer, the 560mm burst barrel, 3-6X scope, the TAC YR stock, Surveil is the perk. I don't have brace unlocked. You could use that. That may actually be a little better, but until then, use Surveil if you don't have it. For perk 2, fully loaded. Stippled grip. If you have polymer, you'd probably want to stick with that. For the magazine, I'm running 100 rounds, but again, we want the most ammunition, so we're going to look at the 125 round box once you have that unlocked, or if you already have it. For the ammunition, lengthened, and for the underbarrel, strife angle. And then looking at the next couple of guns here, and the last AR that's kind of the main meta is the STG, and this is the tried and true STG we've been using forever. We've got the MX silencer, the 760mm 05B, the 3-6X Constance Tactical, sleight of hand, fully loaded, hatch grip, 50-round mags, lengthened, and hand stop. If you don't like the hand stop, you can run the Carver. Again, it's interchangeable depending on what you like. Now, this is my absolute favorite SMG in Season 4, and I think it may actually still be my favorite in Titanium Trials. We'll have to see. But it's the Armaguerra 43. We have the recoil booster, the precision barrel, go for headshots, slate reflector, the TA skeletal stock, steady, quick, groove grip. You could switch this out for something else if you like taped more. The 72 round mag. I think the 60 round could be viable, but I would stick with the 72 round just because of the ammunition. Hollow point or lengthened, and then the SG98 compact. This thing's like an incredible strafe monster. If you guys haven't seen my meta in a minute video over it, go ahead and watch it. It's just so fun to play with, and I think the Arma is going to be one of the funnest things at Titanium Trials. And the last SMG I wanted to talk about is the Bullfrog. I think it'll be pretty good. The mobility does kind of hurt it versus the Vanguard guns, but we're looking at the Grew Suppressor, Task Force Barrel, Tiger Team Spotlight, 85 round mag. That's why this is part of the reason this is so good. And Serpent Wrap. This gun is really fun. I am excited to try it again, so give it a try, see how you like it. If you jive with it, you jive with it. And an honorable mention in the AR category is the MG42. I don't know how good this is going to be, but give it a try. I have not tried it yet. It just kind of makes sense on paper. It is a laser beam. We've got the MX silencer. We've got the 32 millimeter barrel. We've got the 3-6X VDD 64M stock, tight grip, fully loaded, polymer, the 125 round drum, lengthened, and hand stop. Do I think this is going to be better than any of the previous guns I mentioned? No. If you want to try something again, you could try this out. It does have a high damage per mag. And again, we're looking for guns that can do as much damage with the least amount of bullets. And the honorable mention as well for the sniper category, like I talked about, this is bugged right now. It will be patched. But for whatever reason, this 820 millimeter barrel on the 3-line rifle does do one-shot headshot downs in Titanium Trials. It is not supposed to do that, but until it gets fixed, I would probably use it. If you're wondering why you're getting sniped all the time in Titanium Trials, this is why, unfortunately. No surprise there with, a new update, but use it. Once it's patched, I would not use sniper rifles. They're not going to be viable. You're going to want to stick with ARs and SMGs. The only other advice I could give for this mode is you're not going to want to put as many shots down range from a really long distance unless you're team shotting. What I would do is work as a team. Call out someone if they're out in the open and say, let's team shot them. Everyone needs to shoot them at once if they're, past like 100, 200 meters. What you really probably want to do is get up a little bit closer to people. Make sure you can hit your shots because that is what's most important in this mode. You also don't want to get too close and put yourself in a bad situation where you're getting shot by an entire team and you get third-partied. The good thing about a longer TTK is it will allow you to move around and get around a little bit quicker and also avoid people if you've got a little bit better movement skill. People who are more sweaty are going to be better at this mode, in my opinion, just because it's going to take longer to kill them. If it's harder to kill them because they're moving around quickly, it's going to be harder to kill them because they have more health. So that's it, guys. Tell me what you think about Titanium Trials after you've played it. Hopefully it's a really fun mode. I'm super excited about all the challenges, which I went over in one of my short videos that I posted earlier today. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you guys want them to keep this? Is it too hard? Are you getting any wins in it? And with that, please like and subscribe. I'm a new content creator. I'm really excited about bringing you guys new content. I'm really excited about Call of Duty and what's to come in the future. I am going to be grinding out Modern Warfare 2 and having a lot of content come up on that when it comes out in October. So I hope to see you guys there. I hope to see you back on my channel. And with that, stay passionate, keep grinding. I'll see you in Titanium Trials. Thanks, guys.